Hi, welcome to another video. I'm Venus O'Hara and I'm an orgasm activist. Oh yeah. So today I'm gonna be talking about something that's very unorgasmic. It's not orgasmic at all. Someone asked me about Brexit. Dun dun dun. Well, I'm a British expat living in Spain, so of course I am very affected by Brexit. I remember when people in the UK were so sick of Brexit talk on the news. It was going on for maybe 3 years or something, but that was nothing compared to COVID. I mean, it's kind of laughable now when you think back to when people were complaining about just get it done, we're sick of hearing about it. But I am way more sick about hearing about the pandemic, I can tell you. So I didn't actually have any strong personal opinions about Brexit when it was being discussed. I know that it was a very divisive topic in the UK. That I know it caused lots of tension among some groups of people, of the Remainers and the Brexiteers, as I think they were called. But for me, I don't really care one way or the other. I'm not so pro-Brexit or anti-Brexit. Because I can't even vote anyway. I've been outside of the UK now for most of my life, so I can't vote here in Spain and I cannot vote in the UK either. So I don't know, I just kind of had to get on with it really. But fortunately my parents are Irish, so I do have the possibility of getting an Irish passport. I haven't got around to it yet, but it's kind of on my never-ending to-do list, so I do wanted to get that done one day. So that was my backup plan really, was just get an Irish passport so that I'm not too affected by it. But what else would I say? But I am actually affected by it, even if I like it or not, because there's some new rules that came out in July here in Spain about British expats paperwork, and which basically means that the ID certificate that I had, or that any British person had, which was a green certificate, is no longer valid, and we have to get a new ID card called the TIA, the Tarjeta Identidad Extranjero, or Extranjera, I can't remember. And I'm in the process of getting that done now, and I submitted my papers in June, July, and it's taking forever. So in this process I've had to go to police stations to give them my fingerprints and do all this paperwork, and I've actually been doing it with a lawyer, so to do it on my own would have been a real nightmare. But even doing it through a lawyer has been a bit of a nightmare because a lot of people don't really know how it's working. I remember I went to a police station one day and they were saying that I didn't have all the papers, that I couldn't do my fingerprints, and I was just like, oh my god, I don't know, I don't understand what's going on. So I've had to kind of like come back and forth from different government buildings just to try and sort this out. But so now I'm actually in the final stage, and I was supposed to have my ID card in the beginning of December, and it's still not ready, and I think there's a big backlog of paperwork that's still not being done. And also in parallel, I had my bank threatening to block my bank account, which was really not cool because of my lack of papers. And I was thinking, oh my god, what? But I mean, there's nothing I can do about it at all. So I had to really fight with my bank to prevent them from blocking my account, which I succeeded in doing. But that was 2 months ago, so I'm sure I'm going to run into the same problems very soon if I don't get my Brexit card soon. So I'm really hoping that it's going to come soon, because a lot of things that I cannot do now. I can't get my health card. I want to start a new bank account, which I can't do. And also I can't really travel now because of the COVID situation. But also I heard about some British people who went back to the UK for Christmas and they weren't allowed back in Spain or something. So I don't want to, I just feel a bit like in limbo at the moment. I don't have the correct paperwork at the moment to have healthcare, to travel. Not that we can travel, but imagine if I had to travel for some kind of emergency, it could be, it's a bit worrying, to be honest. But in terms of healthcare, I do need to get the healthcare card, but I've been actually paying for private healthcare now since 2005, because I had something very awful happen to me with a doctor here, and I nearly died basically. But that's another story. But so actually I thought I would get private healthcare just for the better kind of service. Really, there's no waiting time. You can see specialists straight away. And it's been absolutely wonderful, but you do need to get the normal kind of normal healthcare thing as well. So I'm not really affected by the healthcare thing unless I have a medical emergency, which you always have to be prepared for. In terms of tax, no changes at all, because I've been contributing to the Spanish tax system now for many years. And so I don't think that makes any changes. So that they can be complicated with getting the card, but not with taking my money. Strange, isn't it? And any other things? Well, I just travel at the moment, because now when I get my card, I have to renew it every 5 years, and I could always have that risk of my bank saying your documents are now invalid, and we're going to block your bank account. So that can happen to me any time. So, well, obviously it'll take another 5 years, but I mean, yes, I have to do paperwork every 5 years. But I do know lots of people who maybe were more affected than I am, and they had to go back to the UK. But I think where there's a will, there's a way, and there's no way I would leave Spain for anything, honestly. I just think I'm so happy here. I love living here, and I feel that this is my home. It's my home. I just feel that when I fly into Barcelona that I'm coming home, and it's a feeling of, it's in my heart, it's not in my passport, you know what I mean? So yeah, so I'm gonna get through Brexit. Hopefully everything will resolve itself soon, and I don't need to marry anyone, but I've had lots of offers which has been quite fun, and that's about it. So I'm just hoping that I can get my paperwork, and then in the future I'll get my Irish passport, so that no one can separate me from España, because I love it here. Voila! So I think I've been quite lucky, really, compared to maybe to other people, but okay. And also, what's really annoying is now that I wanted to also open a bank account in the UK, and that's looking like pretty impossible at the moment. So yes, that's about it really. Let's hope it's done soon, and well, it's kind of done, but let's hope all the kind of aftermath gets tidied up soon, and we can start thinking about more fun things than Brexit and COVID, etc. Okay, if you have any more questions for me, don't hesitate to write to me at venus@venusohara.org, or on Instagram at venusohara. Thanks for watching. Mwah.